She down there cooking some damn spam.
No, it's just mysterious.
I like barbecue sauce.
Hey everyone, it's Micah Fragrance here, back at it again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about something different. So, we're still staying on the topic of fragrances, but we're going to be talking about the perfumery side of fragrances today. If you guys don't know, I guess you could say, just starting out as a perfumer. I have one fragrance that I'm actually ready to go forward with on pushing that one out to a commercial market, selling it, getting people's reactions and stuff like that. So I've not actually made my first fragrance yet. Like, I have, the recipe down, and I, have smelled the fragrance. I have a finished product, but I, have not gotten bottles and everything like that. So my fragrance is still up and coming. So I'm, still considering myself an up and coming perfumer, even after I make my first couple fragrances. Even if I, make it pretty big, I would still be considered like an up-and-coming perfumer, because the people who are perfumers do that pretty much their whole life. Anyways, what goes into making a fragrance? Now, when you look at a cologne, you could just give it this simple answer. Oh, what goes into making a fragrance? We're not stupid, Micah. It's perfumers, alcohol, and it's fragrance oils. I'm not, trying to say anyone's stupid. I'm not trying to say, oh, this is exactly what's in fragrances. If you guys would want to see a video, what does it actually take to make a fragrance? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll totally make that video. But I'm talking about actually being the perfumer, going into and making that fragrance. What is that experience like? What are some challenges I have faced? What are some successes I have faced? And just kind of my initial thoughts. So to break it down the easiest way, you have your top, middle, and base notes. When you are a perfumer and you are making your fragrance, you start with your base notes. You do your combination. You add in, oh, here's 5 drops of vanilla. Smelling it, okay, we're gonna drop 3 drops of amber. Okay, this is good. Some nice amber vanilla. We're doing 3 drops of, what's another base note? Tonka bean. We're doing 3 drops of tonka bean. All right, smells good. There's your bases done. You calculate your percentages and stuff. This is 100 ml. I'm doing eau de parfum concentration, 20%. I need 20 ml fragrance oil for this, whole 100 ml. So it should be 80 ml perfumer's alcohol, 20 ml fragrance oil. There's some calculations and stuff that go in behind, but pretty much, you're building up your fragrance from the ground up, from the base up to the top. That's kind of the easiest way to remember it. Then you go in with your middle notes. You have your base notes mixed together. Okay, here I have a vanilla, tonka, resinous, ambery base. I'm going to add some cinnamon. I'm going to add some toasted marshmallow, and I'm going to add some mango. Go into the top notes. And there are ways you can go around making fragrances. You don't have to use the actual fragrance oils, top, middle, and base notes. You can do a combination of essential oils for the top notes. That is what I've done for my first fragrance. I think, honestly, I may just change it to actual fragrance oils, because I have a feeling it'll strengthen my fragrance, make it last a little bit longer, which, I'm just looking for the most longevity I can have. So you build up your fragrance, and pretty much, what goes into it apart from the materials is just the creativity of that perfumer, right? When I was making my frankincense heavy fragrance, I had already come up, I didn't come up with a name, but I came up with a premise, right? I want a frankincense fragrance. I want something heavy with frankincense. So, I'm using frankincense as my base notes. I'm loading this thing up with frankincense. I'm like, I want frankincense. I want more frankincense than vanilla. I want more frankincense than amber. I want more frankincense than my top notes and all my middle notes. I want more frankincense than my base notes combined, Like, just going in, making a fragrance, you have that idea in your head that you're constantly trying to run with. And that's the beauty of it, because, after you make a fragrance, which is a layering of fragrances, you're layering fragrance oils together, mix them with perfumer's alcohol, bam, you have a cologne. They are already layered fragrances, which is why I don't really layer fragrances that much, because then you're layering 2 whole separate fragrances, which is already a layered fragrance, and you're layering layered fragrances. I don't really layer that much. I might layer a couple times, but normally if I'm doing a layering combo, I'm just doing it on my wrist to show people. I never personally wear one, because I don't want to wear a layering of something that's already layered, if that makes sense. So you just have this nice layering of the fragrance oils that you do, building it from the ground up. It's a very peaceful thing, I've realized. I listen to music, I jam out, I just chill out. make up the fragrance, see how I like it. Then what you do, put it in some form of storage. You let it sit for about a week or two. Go back, put it on a tester strip, evaluate it, put it on your skin, evaluate it. That's pretty much what goes into making a fragrance. And that is probably the most simplified way. I feel like I could have said that. I know I kind of went around in some random loops because like I said, I'm just talking about what goes into making a fragrance, but also some of my experiences. Oh, what are some good things I've faced, some bad things? First of all, I think my first fragrance was a really good success. My confidence is, pretty high. Going in, I wasn't thinking a lot of people were going to like it. And for the most part, 75% of people I showed really enjoyed my fragrance. So that was super cool and definitely rewarding. Some challenges that I have faced. Longevity and projection is an issue. I did 5 sprays with my cologne and it didn't last a horrible amount of time. I still got a couple hours of longevity with a foot or two of projection, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be. So, there is still some changes that I have to make, but apart from that, I'm really just saving up my money, seeing where things go, but I'm really excited to make this first fragrance. I'm very excited to get it out in the hands of people. I hope you guys are excited. I'm insanely excited. Let me know your thoughts on my video in the comments below. Have a great day. Please make sure to drop a sub and a like if y'all have not already. Peace, everyone. Thank you all for supporting me. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.